Talking Skills, sponsored by Skills for Life. Keeping your business moving. It's a skills revolution.
The Skills for Life campaign showcases hundreds of government-funded skills opportunities, helping adults to make the right choice for them to support them to get a better job at any stage in their lives. The campaign also supports employers to provide more training and employment schemes to keep their businesses moving along. And I'm absolutely delighted today to be joined by an employer and a National Careers Service advisor to chat about skills on the final Talking Skills interview. So I'm joined by Ray Olive, who's an employer in the health sector whose workforce has benefited from Skills for Life courses. Hello, Ray. Nice to have you on board.
Good evening, Vanessa.
Good evening.
Thank you.
And I'll introduce my next guest in a minute. So explain, Ray, as an employer in the health sector, how these courses really have turned out to be an absolute boon and of great benefit to your employees.
Well, Vanessa, I really must say that, I can talk about this from personal experience. So, I started my career off as an army apprentice. So I really see the value in technical training. I'm very lucky that my organisation do too. So on leaving the army, I was employed by Morecambe to look at how we can really find the best skills and bring those skills and that talent into our organisation. And this is where the Skills for Life campaign comes in.
Right.
So we are looking at all of those individuals, so from school leavers, career changers, those that we already employ. And from that, we're looking at all of the government funded opportunities. So, we're looking at apprenticeships, we're looking at the higher technical qualifications, the skills boot camps, T-levels. We really do have that ability to get people into the right training program for them, using that skill for us to really add value and benefit to our business. And I'm very lucky that I've been involved in the development of a lot of this, particularly as the national chairman for the T-Level Ambassador Network. So, I've had a real input into some of the technical education that's now really helping my business to bloom and flourish from that.
Okay, so give us some examples of the sorts of skills and the sorts of people who've benefited from them. What kinds of things were they doing before, and then what were they able to do afterwards?
So, really clearly, we've had a couple of really successful individuals. So someone who came in to work as a domestic and cleaning, that then moved on to becoming a clinical support worker and has now actually just finished and fully qualified as a registered nurse.
Oh, excellent.
So that was someone that came, so someone who came in, and this is a single mum as well who's been helped through the apprenticeship scheme and that step into work programs to really help change their life and their career direction. We had someone else who came in as a porter and is now a senior leader within the organisation. So over 20 years using apprenticeships and higher education, that individual is now one of our associate directors of operations, and he came into the organisation as a porter. So, that's just two of the individuals from our organisation.
And did you ever have individuals saying, I'm not sure this is for me, I'm not sure I'm really academic, I, left school at a certain stage, I don't feel comfortable, I'm a bit nervous, I don't know if I'm really going to flourish in this environment? And if you did, how did you talk them through it?
So we get that all the time. So we have a really great team in both our learning development and our careers and engagement team that take all of those individuals through the entire process and are there to support them all the way through. So, telling them that there's support for them, showing them where they can access that support, and then being there to help them. And we're very lucky in the fact that the training providers that we're partnered with are very good. They offer all of that support. And again, they help those individuals to see their potential and to help them on their journey to, a really great future career.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm also joined by another Ray this afternoon, and that's Ray Le Tarouilly, who is here to discuss training and careers advice, he says, at any age. Hello, Ray. Thanks a lot for joining us today.
Hello, lovely to talk with you.
Good to have you on board. So tell me how you've benefited from this and what you can describe about the experience, really.
Well, National Careers Service, are you referring now, Vanessa?
Yes.
Sorry. Yes, OK. In National Careers Service is essentially, it's an England-wide advice and guidance service. I must stress that obviously people who live in other parts of the UK can access services in their own areas. We're really a free careers information, advice and guidance service. We help people make decisions around things like learning, training and work at all stages of their careers. So, we support people who are perhaps looking for a new challenge. They might want to find out about different sorts of jobs. People might want to explore other types of careers in which their skills could be utilized. They might want advice on the qualifications and training they need to do. Or more generally, they might want advice and help with aspects of job seeking, such as how to write a good CV or preparing for a job interview. So really, we are a careers and employability advice service essentially, and can help people with a wide range of questions that they might raise. Yes.
How often do you find yourself advising people to consider a career that they've never even thought of? How often do they say, blimey, I never thought of myself doing that? Do you think I'm really the right person? What makes you suggest this area for me? I've never even thought of it. Does that ever happen?
Oh, gosh, yes. I think very often, if people have worked in a particular sector for a long time, can get very set in their thinking. And I think we sometimes lose sight of our skills. And how they can be transferred across different occupations. I remember a case of a chap I'd worked with who'd spent many years working in sort of manual jobs, got tired of being in a rut, but he fancied the idea of helping people, and with advice and help, he went on, he did a lot of volunteering, working with people with learning difficulties, did an access course at college, which got him into university, and he qualified as a field social worker and did marvellously
Yeah, fantastic.
Well. So I think that's our role very much, is helping people see what is out there really, and making sense of the modern working world.
And Ray, when people pitch up and they say, I'm not really academic, I don't really, I didn't do well at school, it wasn't for me, and therefore, I've been doing this job for years and years, and I don't think I'd be able to really master a different qualification. I don't think I'd have what it takes. Are you sometimes able to help them and to sort of reassure and explain and direct them to courses that you think would be absolutely perfect for them, whether they did well at school or not?
Yeah, absolutely so, yes. Part of our role is to help people think a bit more widely and open up sort of ideas to them. And we run things like webinars, for example, which can help people explore new areas of work. There are online tools that we have on our website, Skills Health Check, which is a very holistic activity and helps people see, different areas of work perhaps they've never considered before. Yes, it takes time with some people to realise their potential, but yes, many times we've done that.
And is it easy to get an appointment to see you? Can you just pitch up? Do you need to make it in advance? How does it all work if people are listening to you or watching you right now on the show and they think, well, actually, this is a great idea to go to the National Careers Service. How does that all happen practically?
Yes, people can engage with us at different levels. So, for example, they might just want to use our website to find information. But yes, if they want a conversation with us, all they need to do is phone our national number, which is 0800 100 900. And that they will then be put through to the team that works in their area, and they can either have a face-to-face meeting with us, or it can be by telephone or video conferencing even, if that suits their circumstances.
Which do you think of all the people you've helped over your career you feel proudest of?
Oh, crikey, I've probably too many to mention.
OK, well, think of one that stands out.
I think one that stands out for me is actually a young person I worked with in a school who wanted to become a paramedic and had quite a struggle along the way, but was so determined. And, I remember talking with her when she was in year 9, right the way through to when she was taking A-levels and so on. And she sent me a lovely email to tell me she'd qualified and is now working for an ambulance service. That was really rewarding. But there's been many others. A 65-year-old who thought he'd never get a job, and he secured a job as a work coach in a job centre, for example.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, there are lots of them. It's one of the nice things about this sort of work.
And do you think many people don't realise that you're even available and don't realise that the service is free? Because it's very important to get that out there, isn't it?
Absolutely so, yes. We have a strong presence on social media, for example. So just search National Careers Service on social media. You'll find us there. search National Career Service, you'll find our website that's got lots of tools on there. But yeah, just phone our telephone number as well to make an appointment with us. And
all right, Ray. Well, thank you very much indeed for joining me. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And that is Talking Skills.
Talking Skills, sponsored by Skills for Life. Keeping your business moving. It's a skills revolution.